All right, guys, time to meal prep. Remember, flavor doesn't matter. We're getting bonsai chickpea pasta. This is pretty good. Double the protein, high fiber. Do a couple servings of that, however much you want to do, depending on how far ahead you're prepping. Get you some sauce. I'm using Rouse homemade garlic sauce. Your protein of choice, I'm doing ground beef. This is 96.4 ground beef, high protein. I'm doing a pound of that. Let's get that in the skillet. I already got the water going with the chickpeas in it. Chickpea pasta. The veggies you just add at the end just for fiber. You can do whatever veggies you want. I'm doing broccoli florets. But whatever veggie you want, it doesn't matter at all. Let's get this meat browned up. Season the meat however you want as well. I'm keeping it real simple. I just do salt, black pepper, garlic powder. Nothing crazy. You can lower your calories and moderate your calories a lot based on the meat you use. You can do the higher protein cuts, the 93.7s, 96.4s, 90.10s. Those are just saying the ratio of protein to fat. Most ground beef's like 80-20, so if you go 96.4 ground beef, you're talking 16% less fat. That's a lot of calories per serving. That's like 40-something calories per serving or more. I have to double check that, but that's a lot. Especially when you're doing a whole pound, that's a couple hundred calories that you can cut out just by getting a higher protein cut meat versus the fatty cuts. Okay, we'll let that brown up a little bit. I'm not going to bore you guys to death on the nuances and the steps of cooking pasta. Everyone knows how to cook pasta. Boil some water, dump your noodles in. I didn't salt the water or add any oil to it, which would help the flavor. But for me, flavor is not important when I'm meal prepping. This is just food for function. This is fuel. This is my protein, carbs, and fats, my macros. I'm not really concerned with how well it tastes. It needs to be palatable enough to eat, of course, but I'm not trying to make it like, wow, this is delicious. You know what I mean? That's not the concern of this. This is more so just getting my food ready for the day. I'll prep a few days ahead of time as well. And more so, this video is just to kind of give you an idea of something you can do for yourself for meal prep. As far as meal prep goes, this is up there in terms of convenience. I mean, you dump some noodles in some water, cook up a meat, get your sauce together, get a vegetable together, and you just combine it. Weigh it out into individual portions, individual meals, and it doesn't get much easier than that. You throw the rest in the refrigerator that you're not going to eat. Add toppings when you're getting ready to eat it, like your Parmesan cheese, your grated cheese. I didn't do any Texas toast or garlic bread. I do have some. I was debating cooking some, but I decided not to. Had to save some calories. I'm doing a couple snack reviews later, so I didn't want to eat too much at once. Here is me realizing that half a cup of pasta sauce is not very much at all. And this pasta sauce has 110 calories per half a cup serving, which is quite a bit. So I saved some of the pasta water to help thin it out and make it stretch a little bit further. If I wasn't concerned about calories, it wouldn't have mattered. But for me, 330 calories for a cup and a half of sauce is quite a bit. If I could have, I would have doubled up the sauce, but that would have been way too many calories, so I cut it with some pasta water. I'm going to show the calories on the screen here, 1390 calories overall. I'll put it again at the end. You can experiment with different sauces. You can use pestos if you want. Pestos usually are a little higher in calorie though, so be careful with those. You can also switch out the noodles. I use chickpea high protein noodles, but you can change those out for whatever noodles you prefer. Also, the vegetables is optional. I like to add some veggies to my pasta just to add some fiber to it, help thicken it up a little bit. You don't have to use broccoli, of course. You can use whatever you want. You could chop up some zucchini or squash, even a vegetable blend. I've seen bell pepper, onion, add some fresh garlic to it if you want as well. Almost all my meal prep revolves around beef, turkey, and chicken. I need to start adding some more fish in. I do eat salmon, but the extent of my cooking with salmon is just to cook the fillet, throw on some vegetables, and call it a day. I do like catfish as well and cod. Cod and pasta sounds disgusting, but I'd be tempted to try it. Another great meal prep option is doing chicken tacos. I love doing chicken tacos. You just cook some chicken in a crock pot, add some taco seasoning. You can do breast or thighs. It gets real marinated. Add some onions in there, some garlic, adobo, whatever you need, and it becomes like pull apart chicken. Throw that in a taco shell. They got the high fiber, high protein shells. Get you some low sodium refried beans. I'll probably do a video on that as well. That's one of my favorites. Now we're just making sure the broccoli's done. I like my broccoli a little charred. I also crushed it up a little bit with a spatula so it broke down easier into the pasta. These florets were kind of big. All in all, this meal is about done. I didn't quite have the skillet on the burner all the way, as you can see. But yeah, this was pretty simple and easy. I mean, it probably took 25 minutes total. Maybe 20 minutes, not even. Not long at all. I had to stop a few times. I had a Walmart delivery come, dogs barking, wanting to go to the bathroom and things like that. But it took 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and you're about done. Let's go over the macros real quick. 1,390 calories. This will make me 2 meals, 134 protein, 109 carb, 55 fat. Pretty well balanced all around meal. This will be 2 meals for me, but you can stretch it to 3. Stay hot.